I don't know if anyone really left. You guys are the best. Don't make me cry again, all right? You little pipsqueaks. Okay, yeah, let's go. Launch time. Who's excited? Okay, I have another PowerPoint. Are you ready? Aren't you so excited? I have another PowerPoint. Okay, kids, let's do this. Let's reach for the summit together. Reach for the summit as you rise. I love that saying. I love, 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 love it. And again, two things I want you to know. My intention with this group comes from my own team and thinking of the people on my team that I really want to help get to that next level that I know are capable, but they just need a little extra kick in the butt, right? But I just didn't want it to be us because so much beauty comes from numbers. So I knew if we came together, we had more leaders, because sometimes you get sick of hearing from maybe your own leader. You want to hear from other leaders. So that's what this group will bring to you as well. You're going to get to hear from other leaders outside of your own. And then next, this is a system that we know works. This is a system from a trainer that I've invested a lot into. His name is Bob Heilig. And he has used this, it's called WHAM, Weekly Accountability Meetings. And he has used this in growing his business when he was a network marketer. And he would use it for his top producers, for his leaders. And they would meet every single week. And they would use this same format that I'm going to give you. So it's based on those guidelines as well. Okay, so again, the qualification period for the Growth Summit is July 1st through December 31st. It's a once in a lifetime experience. Starting spring 2024, brand new corporate staff that are going to be putting this together that I know will just be luxurious. It includes a 2-night stay, a visit to the home office, growth training from our top leaders, social activities, the food's always phenomenal, and where you truly create lifelong friendships with other consultants. The people that you will go to this summit with, they will become your own little tribe. Like you will probably create your own Telegram group, your own text thread, like you'll always stay in touch. It just happens. You never forget one another. So how do you qualify? If you are someone that has never hit MC1 or old Pro 4, you want to rank advance to that rank of 10,000 in monthly volume and maintain paid as that rank for 3 consecutive months. So you'll hit it in 1 month. The month you hit it is 1 month. And then 2 consecutive months after that, you must maintain it, okay? By the end of December. Maintain paid as, so let's say after December, you've made it, and then maybe January, you fall back a little bit, which is SC3, that's 6,000. If you maintain paid as SC3 or above, until the month of the trip, then you're okay. As long as you got those 3 consecutive months in there, if you fall back to SC3, but no further back, you're okay. You're still going to make the trip. If you have hit MC1 or Pro 4 previously, you also want to hit it again for 3 consecutive months. But on top of that, you must also qualify for the 3-in-1 in those 3 consecutive months, okay? Don't we all want that anyway, right? If we're growing for this and we're doing consistent habits, this should be something that happens organically for everybody, right? So don't stress out about that, okay? All right, and then again, with the 3-in-1 along the way, you hit that first 3-in-1 mark, baby, you're getting the free new product. Yes. Then you get to tease all the rest of us because they probably won't let you show us either. How fun would that be to dangle that carrot? Okay, so here's how the group is going to work. Once a week, you will report your progress and activity for the week via 6 income producing activities. So the income producing activities we have chosen are invites, how many invites you had for the week, how many follow-ups you did, how many one-on-ones you had, how many meetings you had, the number of new customers and number of new consultants. And you can use the DMO worksheet, which is in the Telegram group we have created for the Growth Summit. The DMO worksheet is pinned to the top for you to print out and have to help you track your numbers for the week. Now, don't stress out right now, okay? Because I know, just get out of your head, release it. Because in the first couple of months, if you are someone that has been checked out for the summer, or you are someone that has just really felt stuck and it's halted you from doing anything, your numbers will probably be pretty low in the beginning, but that's okay. That is okay, because you're here and you're recommitting and you're showing up again. Okay, so we're not going to expect crazy numbers in the beginning. You shouldn't either, but maybe we're hoping your numbers for your invites and your follow-ups are going to be a little bit higher in the beginning, right? A little bit higher, because what you're trying to do is create momentum. You're trying to get that plane to lift off. So you're bringing in new relationships. You're meeting new people online. You're commenting more. You're liking more. You're taking more conversations offline. You're doing more of the DMO than you ever had before. And then what happens as you're doing those consistently, now on the back end, that's when the numbers really start to rise, because you've been consistent. Now you're showing up saying, I got my 3 customers just this week. I got my 1 consultant by a customer upgrading this week. Like, those are the kind of stories that are going to come from it. So just have faith in that. That's why the accountability is here, to keep you consistent to your vision. So our first accountability Zoom will happen next Monday, right after Sean and Michelle's Zoom again, August 14th, and it will go to the end of December. I know that sounds like a long time, but it's 10 days we're meeting on Zoom. 10 days, that's it. So we will meet via Zoom on these dates. This is also in the Telegram group. Write them in your calendar, because here's what happens with these accountability groups. Imagine you're on an Olympic team and you're a team unit, and one of your teammates shows up once a month. And other than that, they're just not showing up. You're probably not going to get much from it, and it's going to hurt the camaraderie of the team. It's the same thing here. If you're committing, we want your commitment. So we do expect you to show up every time we have a Zoom, okay? Now, if there's one time that you cannot show up and your leader doesn't hear from you, we're going to check in with you, make sure everything's okay, see how you're doing, have a talk, whatever it takes. But after that, if you do not show up a second time, we will have to remove you from the group. This is a kind of accountability and the kind of commitment that we're making for this. It is not to be mean. It is truly for your benefit. I promise you. You guys, I've done this with my team. We did WAMs, the weekly accountability meetings, and the people that showed up consistently, those are the people always enrolling. It's just what happens. So those are the rules with that. Now, when we do not have a Zoom that we meet for, you will still be accountable to showing up with your numbers, and you're going to share your numbers in the Telegram group. So I will put this in the group, but the way you're going to share them is right here. So what I did, and what I suggest you do, is I simply just copied and pasted what was in the Telegram group into my notes. Okay, this is what I have in the Telegram group: the envelopes for invite, the check marks for follow-up, blah, 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 you get the rest. So I posted that in there. So that's like what I know each one represents. And then I pasted them again, so there's nothing beside them. So now each week I can put 5, 4, I can put my numbers in there, and then I'm going to copy and paste the emojis and the numbers. I'm going to paste them into the Telegram group with my name, and that's it. Done. I have done it. You're going to do that on the Mondays that we do not meet. You will post them in the Telegram group by midnight on Monday. That's your accountability there, okay? Now, when we meet on these Zooms, this is not a place where this is not what should happen. So I'm called on, and I say, so I had 10 invites for the week, and I only had 4 follow-ups because, well, my dog threw up, and then my husband was late from work, and then my child just wouldn't do her homework. No excuses. Trust me, it's going to save you energy, and it saves us energy. All you're doing when I'm called on, I'm going to say, I had 5 invites, 4 follow-ups, 3 one-on-ones, no meetings, no customers yet, no consultants yet, and I'm done. That's how you show up. That's all that we want to hear from you. You are strictly showing up and reporting your numbers, okay? Now your leaders are going to be in these Zooms with us, and they're going to help keep you accountable. They're going to help track the activity that you're doing, checking in with you, celebrating, congratulating. And then when we're on the Zooms, the weeks that we're on the Zoom, we're going to highlight a big win for somebody, what's working. We're going to maybe highlight something that somebody's struggling with that we could teach on. And then we're going to have a leader give you some kind of juicy goodness to help you stay in this game and move you forward. That will be the guidelines that we go by. I got way ahead of myself. On the Mondays, we do not meet. You'll report your numbers to the group in Telegram. Use the emojis and format to submit them to the group. No other information is needed, just your numbers. They must be reported on Monday by midnight. This is an accountability group and is created to keep you consistent. Showing up is the most important part. If you do not show up consistently for yourself and the benefit of others in the group, we will have to remove you from the group. Not showing up once, your leader will check in with you. Not showing up a second time, we will have to remove you. So this is the DMO that we have. I've got it on the fly pace, right? Because that's what we're looking to do. It's as simple as it shows right here, and it's the perfect place at the bottom. There's extra pages attached to this as well, where you can truly track your numbers for the week so you know what to report, okay? Shows you exactly what to do to build your database and keep yourself going. Okay, so this is it. I'm gonna look at you guys while I do this. And I'm not gonna cry, okay? Okay, that was a picture of a weed. You guys, if I look out my window, there's a bunch of rocks out here by the fence. And I know that the side of my house can grow weeds like nobody's business. We're in the high desert here in Boise. So I'm the kind of girl, I enjoy pulling weeds. I love it. I just like it. I like pruning my yard and making it pretty. I did not pay much attention to this side of the house. And I am not kidding you when I tell you, when I went over there this weekend, I was pulling weeds that were the size of me. Some of them came out pretty easy. Some of them, I had to go find the dang clippers to cut them and then try to dig the root out. I filled up a trash can of weeds. Where am I going with this? I'm sure you know where I'm going with this, right? Our weeds can be you telling yourself, I've been plugged in all summer. I don't know if I have someone that will really hold me accountable. I don't know if my leader even knows that I'm on this Zoom right now. I don't know anybody. I've gone through my entire list. I don't know if I can sustain this through December. That's such a long time. You guys, you can. I just want you to know that you can. And that's why this matters. That's why this group is here, because those self-doubts, the weeds that you have that are growing in your head, how beautiful is it? Just know what a gift it is that you could be a part of a group of people that have the same thoughts, have the same hesitations, have the same fears, have the same disbeliefs, but are here anyway. And you get to do it with them. I really expect true authenticity from you. If you show up and you have no zeros, show up and have no zeros. I will praise that all day long, rather than somebody that says, I didn't have any zeros, so I just decided to quit. Why did you sign up in the first place? We all signed up with a purpose and a passion and a belief and a vision for our life. And this is what it can give you. Now is the time. Like, I'm telling you, going into 2024 and all the events that Steve Fife and corporate has lined up for us, like the end of 2023 is Life Vantage's runway. Like they are completely going down the runway for liftoff in 2024. And we can either be a part of it or we can watch from the windows in the Delta seating with a cocktail and just watch the plane go and not be a part of it. It's not okay, right? So that's what we want for you. Pull the weeds, get rid of them, and it's not going to happen overnight, but this group can help you do it. So within the group, it's not just reporting your numbers. That's going to be the hardest thing that you go through, but encourage one another. If you're having a bad day, or you have to follow up with somebody, or somebody's on your chicken list and you don't know what to say, put in the group, like share it with everybody. People, the more you're open, the more other people will be open. The more you ask the stupid questions, the more other people will ask the stupid questions. And the result of that is the equal sign is we all grow. We all grow together. Okay. All right. So what questions do you have? I hope I made it clear. Does anybody have anything to say or any questions?
I have a question, quick.
Oh, yes. Hi, Rochelle.
I have a brief moment here. So when you're saying invites, you're talking about actually inviting someone to watch the video, correct? You're not talking about just connecting with someone.
Right. We're talking about opening your mouth and asking somebody if they're open, asking if they want to watch a video. That's correct.
Right. Okay.
Yep. Good question. Anybody else?
Tanya, you said by midnight. What time zone, honey?
Mountain Standard Time.
Okay, so 2 a.m. Eastern. Thank
Yep. We'll go based on
you. Mountain time.
yeah, on corporate time.
Okay, great.
Laura?
Tanya, I have a question.
Yes.
Is the week for the counting of the numbers like Sunday through Saturday? I mean, I don't want to get picky, but I just kind of want to know.
Yep, it's Monday through Sunday night.
Monday through Sunday night.
Or, well, Monday through Monday, right? Monday through Monday.
Okay, all right.
Yep. Laura, did you have a question? Saw her hand up. No?
I do have a question, Tanya.
Yes.
What if we bring on somebody new and it's after we get started with this?
Yes. So if someone new, a new consultant comes in and they then want to be a part of this, we're not going to allow them to come in right away in that month. I don't think it's really healthy for them either. But if you want to present this to them, let them know that it's there, give them time to plug in, fester on everything that they've said yes to, then they have the ability to come in the beginning of the next month. Laura.
Hi, Tanya. Yes. Do we count people like if we have a follow-up within the same week? Or
Yeah, a
like-
follow-up's a follow-up.
okay.
You got it.
Okay.
The other thing, you guys, for the leaders that are keeping track of everyone, so nobody gets lost in the shuffle, that's the last thing we want, is when you're on the calls, make sure you have your name on there instead of like iPhone or just like your first name or something, so that as we're going through and kind of taking attendance, we can make sure that we have everybody covered.
Yep, good point, Jillian. Yeah, know that, you guys. I mean, the leaders that are invested in this as well, it's for you, it's for your benefit. And we really want to see so many of you winning through this, just so many of you winning. And I know the scariest part's going to be showing up to give your numbers. But if that's the scariest part, goodness gracious, like that's pretty cool, right? I mean, you get to spend a week, and I mean, we'll give you tools along the way. But the one thing I will tell you as we look to next Monday being the first time that you give your numbers is know before you go into the next day what your day is going to look like, right? Because it is so easy to then go through the week and suddenly Monday's here and you've got to report your numbers and you're like, oh my gosh, like I didn't do anything. Right? Because you just didn't plan. The days took control without you taking control of them. So before each day happens, I mean, the little saying of having your DMO on your desk, wherever it is, having it where you see it, and just knowing that you're going to chunk out 30 minutes, 15 to 30 minutes where you can do some of that DMO that day is really going to help you take those steps in the consistency and having numbers to report.
Thank you so much, Tanya. Also want to say that even if you don't have your upline here like me, I am my own leader. I'm showing up for me, and I need you guys to show up for yourself as well, even if you don't have an upline. Okay, I'm showing up for me and I'm getting it done for me. And then when you start doing it for yourself, your people will show up, because when you show up, you grow up.
Yeah. Yeah. If you are someone that doesn't have an upline here and you want to be a part of it, please reach out to me through Facebook. Probably that would be the easiest, or I'm just going to give you my phone number because we want you to be able to be in it, but then we also need to know the people that are not a part of it so we can help them have accountability. So that's my cell. Just text me and let me know that you're committing and you're willing to show up, and then I can just make sure that you get some extra love. Okay, nothing else? All right, you guys, I'm really super proud of you for saying yes. This is going to be so great. And gosh, just for the sake of the number of people that are going to be doing this, we're going to have to keep the numbers short. Like, you're not going to have time to say nothing else. Isn't that amazing? That's just so cool. So yeah, leaders, if you could just make sure you know exactly on your team who is participating, and it'll make it easier for when we kind of do roll call on Monday nights for numbers. Okay. All right. Thanks, you guys. Love you very much. And we'll see you next Monday. Okay. And make sure you're in the Telegram group. All the communication will be in there. Okay.
And can I
All
say
right.
one more thing? I
Yes.
know we've spoken about Tanya a lot tonight, and Tanya, you've been so beautiful and raw and real, the only way that you always are, and just radiating, angelic, soulful, caring about everybody. I just want to say, you guys, the amount of hours, literally hours, that this girl has put into preparation for tonight over the past weeks, the thought, the care, the details, putting together this PowerPoint, putting together the Telegram group, putting together the scripts, putting together like how to report the numbers. I mean, it just goes beyond. And I just want to thank you so much, Tanya, because it's a lot, but this is what service is. This is what life is. This is what, this company is we want to grow. We want to stretch. We want to feel the fear and do it anyway. When there's this saying that Tony Robbins says, and it says progress equals happiness. And when we are doing things and when we are in a movement of going forward, even when it's not comfortable, one of the things that I try to do every day is to do stuff that is not comfortable and stretch, and it stinks and it's hard. But at the same point, we look back and you're like, oh my gosh, I got through it. I survived. Okay, now I can go on and keep growing. And just having that vision, and then, looking back to Marisa, where she started. And for those of you just getting started, documenting your journey so that your people can see, like, oh my gosh, if they can do that and I can do it, if I just keep going, and if I get another no, that's okay. If I get another yes, that's okay. And I'm going to shout and I'm going to reach out. And Teresa, like, she shows up tonight, right? And says, I'm owning my life. I'm owning my business. The people of the world deserve this information. I'm going to do whatever the diggity darn heck it takes to make it happen, right? It's just it, you guys. And vision is going to be shown at Growth Summit. It's going to be shown at Global Convention. So make sure that you're there, because it's just another layer upon all of this. I could keep talking. I just want to thank you, Tanya. It makes me emotional to see your heart and your care and the amount of hours and how much sleep she loses over this, because her heart to care. So my heart to you is take a chance on you. Take a chance on the people around you and show up for you. And it's okay, right? To have a week of like, oh man, that was like life got the best of me that week. We all have been there, done that. Just be real and go and do it. And there's the sayings of just do one more, just do one more, just do one more. You can do it. So sorry to interrupt. I couldn't get off this call without thanking you so much. For anything, show up for Tanya.
No, no,
No,
no.
just Jason.
Isn't that crazy though, you guys, that the hardest part is showing up? Isn't it just so crazy? But let's really think about it for 1 second. That's like, that means we're making it about us. And we just can't do that. And I have to tell you, when I have made this business about me, especially like in the last couple of years, it's done nothing but stress me out. It just is stressful and it's not fun and it's not an enjoyable journey when you're making it all about you and your journey. But if you can just take it off of you and just truly focus on other people and make it about other people and just using the gifts that we have, it is so much more fun. So showing up should just be like the icing on the cake because we get to all be together. Just remember, it's not about me. So let go of that and really have fun with this. Really have fun with this. Okay. All right. Love you guys. Congratulations. Okay,
Love you
see
all.
next week. Bye.